Self-esteem. Now just think of relaxing. Take full advantage of this phase, this cherished moment, and to enjoy this moment, sit in a comfortable position. A position that will allow your muscles to relax, to release the tension. The only thing you have to do is listen to the sound of my voice. This voice could be your voice, the voice of deep relaxation. And you can close your eyes if it helps you to focus better. Perfect. And especially during this relaxation phase, experience complete freedom and let this feeling of freedom inhabit you. Let the deep muscular relaxation diffuse in each of your cells at its own pace, so that you breathe at a more regular rhythm. With each exhalation, it relaxes you entirely and releases all your muscle fibers. Even the smallest one has a tendency to synchronize with your own pace, and if the situation demands it, you will also feel free to return to a state of normal alertness. But for now, you don't have to do anything. Just breathe slowly, deeply, regularly, and while you are only thinking about letting go, your subconscious mind is more alert, effective, sharp. It listens to the words I say. Take notice of their beneficial and positive effects. And it will remain like this throughout this session, but also long after this relaxation. It understands that this state of deep relaxation facilitates learning and you feel good. It is as though you were resting in a place so comfortable, so secure, that you could almost fall asleep. A place known only to you, where you can relax and feel in harmony, and all your internal rhythm becomes calm, becomes consistent. You become aware of the generosity of your infinite internal resources. So now I suggest you to develop a shortcut to this state of sublime well-being. To associate this state with an image, a word, a sound, a gesture, or a posture. Take your time to choose the shortcut that suits you best. Did you find it? It is perfect, this image, this sound, this gesture, this sensation. I don't know it, but you do. You can use it whenever you want. To find this intimate place or this state of well-being and deep relaxation. And this shortcut will be faster and faster, more and more effective as you listen to this sensation. And my voice continues to probe, this voice which could well be your inner voice, the voice of your deep spirit, your deep nature, the voice of your unconscious. And while you continue to relax and enter in a gentle idleness, I ask that your conscious mind resist its desire to slip away. And as you access a state of increased resources, your mind becomes more available, more profoundly available. You can perceive how this state makes you see things in a new light, as if your vision of things has enlarged. And you can leave a particular emotion to be present when you imagine all these new possibilities available to you. Enthusiasm, joy, or just something that might surprise you, because your mind finally is free from the management of your body's tensions and its interferences. It has even more accuracy, more energy of concentration to use your tremendous internal resources for your immediate and future biggest benefits. Maybe at another time, too many thoughts occupied you, hindered your perception of things, events, situations. These invasive thoughts imposed a sense of uncertainty. While you're just enjoying this state of thinking of nothing in particular, release the concentration. Place the spirit in the center. While your body at rest, the spirit elsewhere. Body and mind as in two separate spaces, at the same time, here and over there. This particular state gives you a better idea of how you can easily change something. To make things possible from now on, you can start with a small change. Just change a small part. Then let this part spread around this change at your own pace. Just as you do right now, you relax the muscles, then you let this relaxation grow in the muscles and extend even more, so you feel a deep relaxation throughout your body. In every cell in your body, it's so simple. As in the past, when responding to a need or adapting to a particular situation, a part of you decided to adopt a small change, a change that seemed necessary or comforting or securing, or something else that seemed positive at the time. And today, this old little change makes you feel inner conflict. It opposes between what you want right now for today and for tomorrow, and the behavior sustained by this old change. Between this promising future in which you have regained your place, because it emulates from you an assurance, an inner strength which others seek and appreciate, equal to your social environment, this constant search for perfection, which promotes you to look for the error, this concern of never having sufficient capacity, which ends up immobilizing you. So as it had already helped you in the past, your unconscious can now adjust its best settings to alleviate these conflicts, these oppositions, these difficulties, these habits that sometimes imposes themselves too quickly, that sometimes overwhelms you. A path clarifies to this sensation of living your life fully, this new expression that you keep so close to your heart and opens your vision of the world. Have you noticed that when people think intensely about what they would like to get or what they would like to become, or simply what they would like to do, when their thoughts are sincere and profound, then this change begins to happen in their lives. So while your conscious mind wonders how to strengthen your self-esteem, learn to congratulate you more often for these small successes as you knew how to do before. So you might right now want to let your deep part browse some memories. Just let it wander towards the past, perhaps looking for a moment, a situation, days, weeks, or months ago, or still further away. In that moment, during which you also had the feeling that if you focus your thinking on something in particular, this could be achieved. And indeed, it happened, as you had imagined, as if you also had the power to turn your thoughts into reality, to transpose what you had thought mentally into the reality. And now the more your deep mind walks, the more it travels the past, the more you find situations in which everything was done exactly as you thought. And you can remember your thought was staring at something with strength, with pleasure. And the more you thought about it, the more you naturally perceived what to do and how to make it happen. So it happened as you thought. Then you can remember a particular situation in which this occurred. Just let yourself lost in this feeling. Feel all there is in this memory when you have succeeded exactly as you had imagined, and look at all there is to see. Listen to all there is to hear. Feel all there is to perceive. Then enjoy a few moments of this pleasure, of this marvelous success. And I wonder how easily you could imagine doing this. As you have done so often, perhaps this time, at another time in the future, it can be in a week, a month, or a year. A future in which you now evaluate with satisfaction your actions, your ideas, your projects, and you know better how to value and share it, in which you stop these constant self-criticisms, these comparisons with others in which you always try to bring yourself down, focusing on your mistakes, focusing on what's wrong. You can decide, as you did it so often, so that tomorrow you can look back on this day. When today will be gone, it will be a day of the past. You will remember with great success, with a feeling that will come back to your memory unexpectedly. And then maybe you will forget it again, as you had forgotten about the other successes which are so useful to you today. And now I want you to come back to explore your childhood memories, because I know that there are stored some interesting experiences which you have used in many occasions. When you acted as if everything was fine and the problem was dissipating, as if you didn't even get hurt and the pain faded, as if you knew what to do to get results. First you had to simulate so that your body and your head perceived things as if they really existed. Then the path would be lit and you only had to follow it, and then you didn't even need to pretend. Then you can take a moment to do it now, to think as if you had reached your goal. So now that you've reached your goal, you appreciate this person who radiates a form of quiet confidence, and you welcome with great ease. It fills you with happiness. I suggest you look around. What do you see? Is it brighter, warmer, more harmonious? Listen to the sounds. What do you hear? They are more melodious, more cheerful. Feel the atmosphere as if everything corresponds to what you imagine, to how you move, how you think, how you better imagine all the solutions. While you are in this position, your breath is appeased. You are perfectly comfortable with yourself. You feel confident because you have found precious treasures, treasures you no longer thought of. And I wonder if by knowing this, you feel in a hurry, impatiently waiting to use this knowledge, to regain the habit of advancing easily in the best direction, because you know you can do it again. As you take pleasure in choosing situations that value you, in which you know how to highlight your skills, your abilities, fun looking for the presence of more open people who listen, share without preconceived ideas, and recognize your deep values. And you can feel proud. Review in your mind this knowledge you have just acquired, how essential, how pleasant it is, And now feel reassured that when you become aware of the many treasures you possess, and that you will be able to activate, as you have chosen to do at this time, your body rests, and that it is enough for you to take with you these words which you have just heard, just the words that seem interesting to you. They will become a part of you, imprinted firmly in your memory permanently. And you can just remember to forget anything that has to do with the conscious level, as you simply forget to remember what is in the unconscious. And whenever you like, when you think that you have done all that you had to do, put in your best effort, found the best ideas you have and how to implement them, when you will feel the deep feelings that something good and important has come true, you will be able to begin the process and complete it here and now. But in the meantime, take the time to enjoy all these good feelings, this good moment. You will only have to mentally count down from 5 to 1, and at 1 you will be back in the present, in shape, full of positive energies, because you know that the processes you have put in place will continue today, tomorrow, and in the following days.